Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bleach Reaction Review. Today we're gonna start from the top of page one with one of the stern riders in which Ichigo feels his presence and he continues and he stops for a sec and he asks him a question as to where's Grimjow. And apparently in page two, okay, wait, not page two. Let me just fast forward a bit because I think there's like art. Let me see. I think there's like art somewhere here in between. So that's gonna take up time in the video. I don't want it to take up time in the video, and there goes one. So at the top of page five, let's see. Uh, yes, at the top of page five, we see one of the stern riders, and he's dancing, and you're the guy from earlier, Grimjow. So he tells Ichigo, Grimjow is currently taking a nap, and then he gets lost. He's like, wait a minute, he's taking a nap over there or over here? I can't tell because apparently all the streets look alike and they're very narrowed down. But Ichigo says, so did you defeat him? And it turns out that this stern rider, unlike any other stern rider, he does not care for people's defeat or losses. He just puts them down for a while and then he just runs and escapes. So he's more of a runner than he is a fighter. I didn't ask what you do or don't like. Now answer me. So Ichigo's ready to go on the offense. However, just when we're about to see Ichigo fight, of course, we don't get to see that because at the top of page 7, an interruption comes through, which is basically Kyoraku. Why is all this popping up like this? So the interruption pops through, which basically Kyoraku's spiritual pressure that interrupts their battle. So everybody gets chills, and Ichigo realizes, wait a minute, like this spiritual pressure, that's Kyoraku for sure. Why does this uber crap keep popping up? I usually hate when you're reading stuff and like these flyby commercials just like, man, they're very annoying with that crap. Okay, so it's Kyoraku, and the title for this one is The Theater Suicide Scene 2, Bleach 648. That's actually the chapter we're currently doing right now. So we go back to X-axis, and he says, "Ha, an illusion again." So basically, we're playing the game of illusions again with Kyoraku, which makes sense why everybody's feeling that. Now he has like this fiery aura around him. That's probably his spiritual energy. I'm not sure you can see it properly anymore. Oh, of course you can't see it properly because this thing keeps popping up. He has this fiery aura around him that pretty much like emits his energy. So I'm not sure what the heck that's all about. So if you look, it's right there. It's like a fiery aura. Wow, this is gonna be a hard day for me apparently today. So yeah, he has this fiery aura that pops around his body, and it is later confirmed that he is indeed using illusions to fight off his enemies. And he also reveals later on that besides an illusion, that the technique he's using is damage infliction technique, which is called Dan. Dan allows him to receive damage but also return it back for each time he receives damage by his opponent. So if it's a devastating attack, the opponent needs to watch out because most likely he's going to feel the same pain. And that's explained not on top of page 12, but on top of page 13, I believe. So where he explains like, oh yeah, this is my technique named Dan, and this guy does a lot of damage. So if you hit me, you receive that damage as well. So the battle continues, of course, between X-Axis and Kyoraku. Seems like Kyoraku is actually gaining the upper hand here. And we see somebody bleeding out at the bottom of page 14. So X-Axis is kind of confused. He's like, what the hell is going on here? And then he says, first Dan, hesitating, sharing of the wound. So first Dan is in levels or ranks. It could say first rank level, but Dan is a known term from the karate and such. So basically, is a known term in karate and such, which is basically a fighting style if you take karate classes. So any wounds you inflict on your opponent's body will emerge on your own body as well as if shared. So that's a crazy technique, basically. You do damage to me, you get that same damage. It hurts, it'll hurt you back. So that's kind of there's no way out of that, pretty much. I told you, didn't I? It's my so-called Bankai. So it's like his release state of his sword. That's what it does. Kenten Kyokotsu Karamatsu Senju. What the hell? Okay, Bones of the Heavenly Blue. I could wish I could put that. I wish I could put it just in English because it's very hard to read. It's like in another language that I'm not familiar with. The bones of the heavenly blossoming madness lovers suicide is the next name of his technique. Second Dan he's using. So these are deadly techniques as you can tell because they have the word suicide in it, which is in itself a bed of shame. The man shamed by the wounds inflicted on him by his opponent, overcome with the shame, lays himself down, covering in his bed, and is stricken with an incurable disease. Now then, it's on to the third Dan. Wow. Okay, that was a long speech for a technique. So I wonder what the third Dan is. If you give him a disease with the second one, what the third one is. Dangyo's Abyss. So this is basically piercing into the abyss of despair. Okay, that's a third one. Those having resolved themselves. Those having resolved themselves cast your bodies into the water, gushing forth, until both the reishi and completely extinguished. So now the third dan is basically the ability of extinguishing somebody's reishi and their energy along with their final form. So this guy's about to get wiped off the map in short. So thank you for watching this video, and thank you for watching chapter 648 reaction review. It was swell, like the fact that Kyoraku has such much power to the point where even Ichigo is like, I don't think Ichigo will react calmly to it, but it turns out that he has more training to do, so there might actually be like a spin-off or something, who knows. But the fact that he actually just reacts to it like that is a little bit insane because he's spent more time training than all of these captains combined together. But anyways, thank you for watching this review and have a nice day. Don't forget to press the like button. If you're new to my channel, you can subscribe. You can also leave a comment. Remember, I don't bite, but I can answer your questions if you're probably new to the series itself or you may not know anything about it. So thank you very much for listening to this review and reaction, and have a nice day. And I'll be back today to bring you guys some Naruto news. Stick around.